Now, when I was new to this diocese, I thought to myself, discipleship? Oh, it was like a word with a capital D, discipleship. I thought, oh, goodness, did I sign up for this? And in conversations with Bishop David, I realised that he had a very deep and broad understanding of what discipleship was. And it wasn't the discipleship of the Pope, it was the discipleship for the individual in where they were. And he often encourages us to go to the scripture. And on one occasion, it was really not my idea at all, it was a visiting lecturer from Great Britain. In fact, it was Father Nicholas King who'd come to give some lectures on Mark's Gospel. And he called these lectures Mark's Gospel, the useless disciples. And I thought, that's a bit rude, isn't it? And I thought to myself, you've got to be joking. And our bishop said, oh, that's an excellent title. So I nodded and said, oh, that's an excellent title. And then I went along and heard what he had to say. And so he took us to the scriptures and he said, now have a really good look at what these people were like. And these people, you described them as energetic, misdirected, forgetful, distracted. We had the beautiful Peter. I identify with Peter. Peter just sort of got it wrong all the time. He couldn't read the signs. He didn't have the right answers. He stepped out on the boat and then sunk. Oh, help me, help me. And then at the time when it really counted, at the, the Passion, he denies him 3 times and wept bitterly. Like, he was a man who really was given the keys to the kingdom, was given the directive, this is my church and upon you I'll build it. And he was a very fragile, vulnerable man who tried to do the right thing, but invariably wasn't quite sure of what he should be doing. And also the others in the group, they were very ordinary people. They were the fishermen, they were the woman at the well, they were the tax collectors, they were the Pharisees, they were the ones that were not the leaders in society. They're the ones that were chosen. They're the ones who really were given that call, follow me, follow the way I do. And someone once said, that group, that motley crew, changed the course of history. History was never the same. And when I thought about that, I thought to myself, I'm very glad discipleship is at the heart of what we do, because it means that we're all encouraged, wherever we are on that continuum, to enter into that decision that I want to lead a meaningful life. And you need to recognise that you're following someone. And there's no one else that's ever been on the history of the earth that I'd rather follow than Jesus. So I think if you're new to this diocese and you've been given this opportunity, that it will make all the difference in how you lead your life.